When a clear bullish trend has started, there will at least be some minor pullbacks along the way. In terms of the awesome oscillator, this will often be displayed with at least 2 red bars after a positive zero line crossover to indicate a decrease in bullish momentum, not so much an increase in bearish momentum. During those red bars, price will usually go more neutral or even slightly bearish. If it is just a minor pullback, eventually the larger bullish trend will continue, starting with the emergence of green bars, preferably ones that are higher than the last red bar, to indicate the return of strengthening bullish momentum. And during these events with the awesome oscillator, it isn't unusual to see price steadily accelerate higher. Even though the indicator is above zero, there's constant shifting between red and green bars, while price begins to remain relatively unchanged. As we've seen before, these conditions make the use of the awesome oscillator more ambiguous. In this example, there's a defined range that eventually goes lower with a negative zero line crossover. But in the broader context, it's only sustained for a very short time, before there's a shift back towards more neutral conditions that make the use of this indicator more difficult to identify the beginning of the next bullish continuation. There can be a bit of lag with this indicator, especially with a gap, but usually the bars will catch up and reflect the rapid change in momentum. That's why even though price was neutral to bearish right after the gap, there was a delay before the green bar suddenly surged higher on the oscillator. Along the way, we also see those familiar characteristics of the awesome oscillator's bullish saucer setup, where at least 2 red bars appear while price remains almost flat, to indicate a temporary pause in bullish momentum prior to its resurgence when green bars move much higher than those few red bars and price also begins to accelerate higher. This example ends with those ambiguous conditions that are common when a defined price range emerges, leading to no sustained bearish or bullish momentum. That is reflected on the awesome oscillator with constantly changing red and green bars close to values of 0.